Hello guys and welcome to another log of Digimon Pendulum COLOR Deep Savers, and for today's log we have Hangyomon, also known as Divermon in the English version of his name. But anyway, before we continue today's log, just have to say, if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel, because I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week. So if you're interested in such content, go ahead and stab the like and subscribe button with Hangyomon Strike Fishing. What do I call him? Hangyomon is Divermon, but just so used to Hangyomon. Yeah, with Strike Fishing and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get down to today's log. As usual, we start with etymology and origin of its name. And in this case, Hangyo, if you're wondering, the Japanese name, I think that's a cool one. And that's why it keeps staying in my head, right? Because Hangyomon is just so catchy actually. So Hangyomon actually is derived from this Japanese term called Hangyojin, which means half-fish man, right? And on the other hand, the English version of the name is less interesting. It's just Divermon, so it's just diver, because it's clear that it's it's a diver. It's a person that dives and goes below the surface of water, and it's based on a diver. So that's it. Less interesting kind of take on his name. So that's the English translation. A little slightly underwhelming, if you ask me. There was another name back then called Scubamon. I can't remember which game decided to call it. I think Digimon Adventure 02, according to Wikimon. I think Scuba is also So it was apparently in the anime, actually, not a game. So Digimon Adventure 02, his master's name, I think that was his master's voice, I think that was the name of the episode, according to Wikimon. But Scuba clearly is a reference to the English term scuba, the portable breathing device for many of the scuba divers, right? So yeah, which is something that Hangyomon also has. He has a scuba diving equipment. I think, though it looks like it, but I'm not sure. I think it's more like a propelling engine. But anyway, that's how it derived its name. Spent too much time on it, probably. Let's look at its profile on Digimon.net. It's an aquatic beast Digimon wearing a wet suit. Cheerful by nature, Divermon can always be found swimming in the net ocean. Underwater movement is his forte, and he uses underwater high-speed motor on his back to engage in speedy combat. So yeah, the tank that looks like a tank at the back is actually an underwater high-speed motor on his back, so that he can go fast and fight fast in water. His special move, Strike Fishing, stabs the enemy with his beloved harpoon, which he calls Trent. That's cool. I never knew that. So regarding Divermon, before we look at evolution conditions, there's quite a bit of nostalgia there, not because of the sprite, but because of his appearance in Digimon World 3. So among the many Digimon games that I played, actually not many, ironically, I didn't really finish many of them, but aside from the original Digimon World 1, Digimon World 3 was one of my favorite as well. And there's one segment which features Divermon prominently, and so that's the one that stuck with me, and I've always found it very fascinating. I never had a chance to raise my Divermon, aside from seeing it in the game and getting to card battle it, so it was quite nice to see that. But yeah, it always fascinated me. The sprite in Digimon World 3 of Divermon looked cute, and so it always made me wonder, how is it like to raise it? Unfortunately, Hangyomon wasn't in the mainstream Deep Savers device. It was only on the Deep Savers 2.5. And ironically, my cousin had a 2.5. I mentioned that in the earlier log before. His was the transparent blue and grey frame, grey button. Looked really, really cool. But we had no idea how to get Divermon, Ebidramon, all the special 2.5 lines, and Plesiomon, right? It was there, but we never knew how to raise it, and we never knew the evolution conditions, so we never knew how to get them. But now we do, so it's really nice to get to raise it. And case in point, let's look at evolution conditions. This is how we're gonna get Divermon, Hangyomon on the Deep Savers device. And as usual, when we look at evolution conditions, you have to go to humulus.com. That's my go-to website for all my evolution condition needs because he has everything. It's the reason I was able to raise all the Digimon on Vital Bracelet BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color. Right, his website has everything. And I can plan all my evolution paths meticulously and execute them. So that's how I completed most of my rosters. So case in point for Divermon here, its evolution conditions, you can either evolve from Ebidramon, right, which is the earlier log before this. Just don't make too many mistakes. Have at least 1+ condition hearts, battle 15 times, 80% cumulative win ratio. That should do it. Otherwise, you can evolve through Rukamon, which is the Japanese name for Dolphmon, the dolphin, right, or Sidramon, or Octomon. All these can evolve to Divermon through Jogressing. So you have to check the Jogress combination, and if you Jogress correctly, you should get Divermon. So that's how you evolve to Divermon. That's cool. And back then we had no idea about this. The evolution conditions were different, obviously, but it was quite straightforward. It's very narrow, but it's very specific. So if you knew it, you will be able to get it. But we had no idea. So we never got it. We know it exists. We don't even know how it looks like, right? But now we know. And aside from the fact that it's black and white, we get to see it in color. So since we're talking about sprite, let's take a closer look at its sprite, shall we? Alright, and here we have Divermon on the device, and he looks interesting. Very different from how I expected him to look like based on the artwork. But let's go ahead and take it out of Digimon's house and put it into the ocean where it belongs. So now it looks like it's in its element, deep near the ocean bed, being a diver and all. The sprite, it looks interesting. Sorry, sneeze coming up. So sorry about it. It looks interesting. I didn't expect it to look like that. I don't know why, but it just doesn't exactly look like the artwork. But I think with the color version keeping to the integrity of the original sprite, I think this is the best they could do anyway, which is just to make sure the color matches as much as possible and kind of look as much as possible like the artwork. But that's probably the best they can do. If I'm not wrong, I think Divermon does have a Vital Bracelet edition, and if so, the Vital Bracelet edition definitely would represent the artwork a lot better compared to, you know, the 16x16 pixel, because it just looks weird. It doesn't look as cute as it should. The artwork looks a lot cuter than this. So yeah, especially that bit, you just saw that. I think that's an angry animation. It actually looks quite ferocious, you know. And then when it's happy, it looks yeah, it looks creepy for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it looks creepy. But anyway, let's see his feeding animation. But I can see the eyes. I think they tried to color the eyes green, which is the eyes of the Divermon on the artwork. So, but somehow it still doesn't look that cute. Like most of them, they actually look cute, but I don't know why. But maybe it's just the design, right? That's probably the best they could do with 16x16 pixel. Let's give it a piece of meat. Oh no, it's not eating a piece of meat. Oh, the way he says no is quite cute though. That's his eating animation with his tongue out. Okay. Let's see the training animation. Ooh. And my daughter's awake. This is the Divermon spear. She's gonna interfere with my log soon. His Divermon. That's his happy animation, which looks a bit scary. Let's see. She's trying to guest featured here. That's his angry animation. Let's jump ahead. Alright. Okay. And as usual, we switch it over to the evening sky. And let's see the animation of it saying no. Divermon says no. No. Ah! And then we'll move on to the sleeping animation. She's being cheeky. Okay, not cheeky, just playful. She doesn't like the word cheeky. Oh, that's his sleeping animation. So it sleeps with its snorkeling equipment out. But how does that work? Because like the snorkeling equipment is still in the sea, so we just breathe water in and out. So how does that help? I don't know. I have no idea. But it looks unique. At least I'll grant it that it looks unique. The sleeping animation for Divermon is unique. And that's it for its sleeping animation. And for Divermon's log, if you haven't already, please go ahead and stab the like and subscribe button with Divermon Strike Fishing and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I have logs for Vital Bracelet PE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, all right here, so check them out if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you for watching, see you in the next video. Bye!